have a story for you today, guys. How would you like to hear it? I don't really know what this was, but I feel like doing this pose. Let's get into it! So, I feel like you guys liked my video last time about when I told you how I broke my nose, because that happened and it hurt. And if you haven't seen that video, well, you should go watch it because I tell you all about how I broke my nose, and it was kind of a funny, interesting story. Today, I'm going to tell you how I broke my arm. And not just one time, or 2 times, but 3 times. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I am a Darinol, girl who's broke her arm 3 times. What is with me with this pose today? Sorry. So it is true, I broke my arm 3 times when I was a kid, and the funny thing about it is that they were all literally like almost exactly a year apart. All 3 of my broken arms have to actually do with my brothers in a way. Not saying that they were all their fault, but they definitely have to do with my brothers. So we'll start out when I was 2, almost 3. I broke my first arm. And here's how this story went. We were at our friend's house for a birthday party, and all the older kids were on the trampoline, and I was told not to go on the trampoline because it was only older kids. Also, all my broken arm stories have to do with me disobeying my mom. Rebel child! So anyway, we were at this birthday party, and one of the older kids actually asked me if I wanted to go on the trampoline with them, and I was like, well, if they say it's okay, then why not? Even though my mom, who is the person who I'm supposed to listen to the most, said it wasn't okay, but I decided it was okay because the older kids asked me to. So I went on the trampoline, and I wasn't jumping around because there was a lot of people on there. I just sat over there, and they were all playing some games. So I just sat like on the side of the trampoline, and I was leaning up against like the pole where the springs are, and someone pushed one of my friends and she fell and landed on my arm, and my arm was like right on the pole, so it like hit really hard and it just snapped it. And that's the first one. I don't remember if that hurt or not, but I guess it wasn't that great. All that I remember though is that I got to go home with the coolest like nightgown and cast sling. It was awesome. It was awesome. On to the next one. So when I was 4 years old, my brothers built this little contraption to climb up into one of our huge trees that we had in our backyard. And at that time, my mom homeschooled us, so it was recess, and we were all outside playing, and my brothers were climbing up this thing into the tree, and I like really wanted to, but my mom was like, no, you can't do it, Adair, you're too little. I was like, no, Mom, I really want to. So when they went inside, I kind of might have climbed up in the tree by myself and disobeyed. And then when I realized I was too tiny and couldn't get down by myself, I tried to I guess I tried to jump down, or maybe I tried to climb back down. I don't really know, but all I do know is that I landed on a huge tree log that was down at the bottom, and I landed with my arm behind me. And yeah, that was like the worst break I had of all. And they had to like go back and reset it, and it was, yeah, that was not a good break. But once again, disobeying my mom. Okay, and now on to the last one. So at our house, we had a zip line. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know what a zip line is. And anyway, we were on the zip line, and my brothers always loved to go backwards on it, and I always thought that was so cool. And of course, I learned to copy my brothers once again, guys, because that's what I always wanted to do. But of course, what I wasn't supposed to do was go backwards, because who told me not to? Mother. But my brothers kept going backwards, and I was like, you know what? I gotta do this. So I went backwards, and then this was actually a weird freak thing. Like, I really don't actually know how I broke my arm, but anyway, I went backwards, and I did hit the tree, which I was fine when I hit the tree. And when I came back, and then I just jumped down like I always do, but I landed wrong, and then I landed on my arm again, and then it was broken. So yeah, great stories, right? I know, I'm so glad you liked them. So pretty much, moral of the story is, don't copy your brothers and always obey your mom. I hope you guys learned those 2 lessons today. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope you liked it, and I'm sure I'll have more stories to tell you like this, because guys, I was always injuring myself as a kid. It was ridiculous. I still kind of am. So if you like this video, you should like it and share it with all your friends, because sharing is caring. And of course, you can always subscribe to my channel because I love making new friends with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm gonna go now. Stay neat. Bye. Well, I don't know. If I farted and I blew you away, what would you actually think right now? See, that's not a good pickup line. Let's just turn that around. And if that actually did happen, then what would you think? You'd be like, this girl is disgusting. And no thank you.